You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing? Shouts out to all the Leos out there. What up, everybody? Close that door. Close that door. We are here. Welcome. What's good, American Negro? Quan S. What's up, Aries, C. Vesey? Is that Brian Dixon or Brian? Brian. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. What's up, Breeze Omega? We are in a 5 of Diamonds week. What does that mean? That means it can be high, it can be low. Like them fives are, fives can be a little bit bipolar. You dig what I'm saying? They could be a little bit bipolar. But at the same time, you can get from them things whatever it is you need to get. You dig what I'm saying? So we gonna break it all down today. As we know, cardology is a science. It's a science that divides the year up into a calendar, 52 cards, 4 suites equaling the 4 seasons. Even though we are still in clubs season, because the clubs represent the summertime, the diamonds represent the fall, the spades represent the winter, and the hearts represent the spring. I want to thank everybody who's been participating. Because when I first did these readings on my on this page, I thought it was gonna be like a one-time thing. I thought I was gonna probably do this one time, but y'all responded so well. It was like, shit. Y'all like this, and let me keep doing this. Do these videos get the biggest? No. If I were talking about some things that are the current events right now, I'd have, easily 200 or 300 people live in the chat. Something like cardology, I'd be lucky. I'd be lucky if I get past 50 or 60. But I don't do this for the views. I don't do this for the, hey, look at how smart I am comments. No. I do this because a whole lot of y'all said that y'all get a lot out of this. And so for that reason, and also for my practice, I love reading cards. Look, I'll be reading these cards whether y'all want to hear with y'all or not. I'm really good at pulling my cards out and be like, what's up for this week? I'll read the week. I'll read the different days. Nigga, I love doing that. I'll read my personal spread for the week. Is this it? Is this my calendar? I need my calendar. Hold on. Yeah, no. We here. We right. So this is a 5 of diamonds week. And people don't understand that. What's up, Damien? What's up, James Askew? Yeah. Playing cards, and I always remind people of this when I do these videos. The playing cards are, it's a personality science. It's a science that can help you read people's personality, read personalities of a business, of a thing. And every card has an assigned value. If you want to know what the card of a thing is, add the letters up, and whatever that comes to between 1 and 52, that's the card. And if that math goes over the number 52, you divide that number by 52. For instance, let's say I'm talking about war. What is war? Well, let's add it up. W is the what letter? I don't feel like adding it up right now. What letter of the alphabet is W? I don't know the shit off the top of my head. Come on, chat room, help me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Or 26, 26, 25, 24, 20. War is 23, all right? I'm giving you a quick example. 23 plus the letter A is 1, right? 24. What's the letter R? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let me do that backwards. 26, 23, 24, 20, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. So I said, Sharon, y'all said 17. I think it's 18. R is 18, isn't it? Not 17. It's 18, ain't it? 26, 25, 24, 23. Yeah. So the total is 42. The total number is 42. And you know, it would help if I actually had my calendar up. What's the 42nd card? Let me see here. 26 is the King of Clubs. Yeah, 18. Okay. So, what is the 42nd card in the deck? And I don't have any of this stuff up. It'd be great if I did. The 42nd card in the deck is the 3 of Spades. How do we add that up? Hearts are 1 through 13. Ace through King of Hearts is 1 through 13. Ace of Clubs is 14. Ace of Clubs is 14. King of Clubs is 26. Ace of Diamonds starts at 27. King of Diamonds at 39. Ace of Spades is the 40th card of the deck. King of Spades is the 52nd. And how cards work is they go in sequential order. Ace is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so etc., etc. So the 42nd card in the deck is the 3 of Spades. How did I add that up? 1 through 13 are your hearts. 14 through 26 are your clubs. 27 through 39 are your diamonds. 40 through 52 are your spades. So if I'm adding up the word war, it comes to the number 42. The 42nd card in the deck is the 3 of spades. So anytime I see a 3 of spades, I know I'm dealing with something that has a warlike element to it. When you're dealing with 3 of spades people, that means oftentimes if a person's a 3 of spades, they're probably fairly confrontational. And that's how that's how all of these different things that we can add up. And that's why I said when it comes to the cards, man, you can go all day on this shit. I did a reading yesterday for a brother, and I helped him read his relationship. And it was a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? It was certain things where it's like, man, you and this particular person, y'all got a lot of cards. And where a person's card suite is placed in their deck, I can tell you what they're in your life for. For instance, y'all looking at these cards on the screen right here. If I see, you see the 5 of diamonds on in the birth card, right? Say you met somebody and their Jupiter card, what you see right here, just say you met somebody and in their personal card spread, they have a 5 of diamonds here in Jupiter or here in the moon position or any of these bottom 3 positions. I see that I'm dealing with somebody who's coming to your life, if they're in Jupiter, to expand who you are. If that same person's card comes in Saturn, that means, okay, that person's probably come to put some things in check, put some things in line. If that person's in your Mars, that means it could be, I could probably see why y'all fight a lot. You know, if a person's Sun card and a person's Mars card is the same, oftentimes it could be a relationship that's confrontational. These are little things that I'm reading for when I'm reading a person. Well, anyway, we are here to read the card of the week, and then I will read some of your cards later on. Cash App requests, of course, get first priority. Hit me on that Cash App. And the bigger the donation, the more accurate, I'm gonna say, the more detailed the reading. I'm only gonna read like 5 or 6 people today, so 5, really 6 max, but really, I really only want to read 5 because I have some places else to go. So if you want to guarantee you get read, drop the Cash App now. Anyway, we are in a 5 of Diamonds week. Dewan, what the hell does that mean? All right, let's break it down. Let's break it all the way down. This week would have been a 5. On the high side, this could be a very progressive week. It can be an ambitious week. This is about expansion, fun, enlightenment, spontaneity, optimism. This week, on the high side, with the high vibration, these things are all within the cards for you. On the low side, however, it can be very restless, unstable, confrontational. I know I've seen some confrontation so far this week. I don't know about y'all. And mind you, the week starts on Monday. In cardology, we start the weeks on Monday. Because Monday is when your ass get up and go to work and start the business of the week. It starts on Monday. So we start the week on Monday. So yes, today's a Tuesday, but we're still at the beginning of the week. This week you can feel a little bit detached this week. You can feel this could be a contrarian type week. Adversarial. Negative on the low side. This fluctuation in finances could be in the cards for you this week, meaning it could be something that pops up out of nowhere that you're gonna have to pay for. But with that, even though you might have to pay for something out of nowhere, you'll have the money to pay for it will present itself. Similar to what's going on with this reparations fight we talking about with the government. Oh, we gonna get our reparations. I'm not saying it's gonna happen this week. Hell no, it's not gonna happen this week, as a matter of fact. But reparations is a coming, because the money will come. It may come out of nowhere now, but it's coming. And I was thinking about that. I was actually thinking about reparations the other day, because when I'm reading the birth card of the United States, when I read the United States yearly spread, it has a 6 of diamonds coming up in the Neptune position. And 6 of diamonds is the card of next week. That's a card of reparation, of putting things back together, repairing righted wrongs. And that's coming up in the United States spread this year. And it's also next week's card. Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be everything that we want it to be or everything, but you're going to start seeing financial moves towards that in the United States as we get towards the end of the fiscal year for the United States, meaning the springtime next year into the summer. But back to this 5 of diamonds. This 5 of diamonds. This isn't going to be a very materialistic week. Like when I do my marketing, I'll read something like a 5 of diamonds. This is a 5 of diamonds week. That's telling me off the top that even though the diamonds can be a materialistic suite, the 5 of diamonds isn't materialistic within the diamonds. A lot of diamonds are very materialistic. If I'm dealing with an 8 of diamonds, you're materialistic. Queen of diamonds, oh my God. Everything got to be fancy if you're a queen of diamonds or a 10 of diamonds. But 5 of diamonds don't really care about clothes and things like that. So that's telling me as a business owner, this isn't a good week to really market my t-shirts as a 5 of diamond week. It's telling me, to market some other things that I do. Or if I do market the t-shirts, I'm not going to market them as as some sort of a fashion idea. I'll market them as what they are, educational or confrontational or something like that. Would have been a Five of Diamonds weeks if I were to be advertise anything in the fashion area. I would push anything other than fashion. I would sell some of the other benefits of what that is this week. So y'all see how the cards can help you predict and see what to do week by week. See, we be feeling things, day by day, week by week, not understanding why we feeling those things. And then we'll run across other people who feeling the same way. That's because every week and every day, there's an energy to it. And people who are into astrology, I'm not that deep. I know an elementary level of astrology. I'm on the elementary side of the game when it comes to astrology. Some of y'all could be like, well, the North Node is in Scorpio, and the Scorpio North Node means, and I'll be like, okay. I know these cards, which are in alignment with astrology. So you can listen to someone talk cardology and listen to somebody talk astrology and listen to a different person talk numerology. And we'll all approach these things at our own different angles. But for the most part, we'll end up with the same result. Those of us out there that like to be free, we'll see challenges to freedom this week. And we're starting to see that already with this whole, here in California, they're talking about doing shutdowns over monkeypox. I'm like, what y'all shutting down because of a dookie disease, man? I was reading the LA Times last night, and they're talking about Governor Newsom may shut the state down. But then when you read deeper into the article, you seeing that the percentage of people that have this disease, and he's talking about some state of emergency. Look, I'm gonna show y'all right here. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all something. Remember Fire Marshal Bill? Let me tell y'all something. I just love that character on In Living Color. You go down to the bar. Look at this part. This is an article from LA Times. Newsom declares state of emergency over monkeypox outbreak. All right. State of emergency. They're talking about stricter shutdowns. I want you guys to read in on this part right here in particular. Read this paragraph right here. Nearly 800 cases have been confirmed in California. According to the California Department of Public Health's most recent data, as of Thursday, the state reported that 98.3% of those cases were confirmed in men, the majority of whom identify as LGBTQ. No disrespect to the LGBTQers, but let me tell you something. Let me speak as another, since y'all want to play this marginalized community game, let me speak from another point of view of a marginalized community. I come from the fat community, you dig? We marginalized. Hell, we can't go to a baseball game with all our fat sides leaking over into the seat next to us. That's discrimination. I know that as part of the fat contingent, we have a higher likelihood of things like diabetes and high blood pressure. We ain't got the government going around saying, hey, high blood pressure is affecting us all. It's a state of emergency. High blood pressure, diabetes, which I have none of those as a fat guy. My health is good, but I know my fat community can suffer from these things. Ain't no government going around shutting the state down, declaring a state of emergency. Why? Because all you in shape motherfuckers gotta say is lose weight. And if you lose weight, You may not get high blood pressure. You might not get diabetes. So when we say close them booty holes for a second until this died down, that shouldn't be offensive. They tell you it's only happening in men who are dipping a stick in feces. Why do the rest of us gotta shut down? Because you want to continue doing with the whoopty whamp, boomty bams, pump, pump, pumps. Why we gotta suffer? But that's also a condition of the week. You dig what I'm saying? Let's read further into these cards. We have a 9 of diamonds in Mars. A 9 of diamonds in Mars. Mars is your ambition, your passion, your energy, your goals. Mars tells you where your goals should be focused on. Mars also tells you where confrontations might lie in wait. And we have a 9 of diamonds there this week. So what does that tell me? That tells me the 9 of diamonds is about trusting the flow of the universe. So what that tells me is the fight this week, the biggest fight this week is going to be between you and your own self, you and your ego, you and what's going on in your head mentally, the things you want to do versus the things you're being told to do and inspired to do from the universe. This is a week that you have to trust your flow. Get into a flow state. And once you get into that flow state, I'm going to need you to trust it. Trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, this is a good week to start practicing. So make sure, be careful what you do and what you say this week, all right? Because that 9 of diamonds in Mars is also the card of legal matters and major money loss if you bet wrong. That's why you want to trust yourself, because you can have some pretty big losses this week if you don't. And also, like I said, guard your ears and guard your mouth. Guard that. Don't just say anything this week. Make sure you say things within the flow. Make sure you speak into existence the things that you want to attract, is what I'm trying to say. Speak those things that you want to attract in your life. Don't go around talking. A lot of times what people do is, the mistake a lot of people make is they make everything about what they don't want. Man, I don't want to go to work this week. Man, I don't want to deal with that person. It's always I don't. Watch that. Don't talk about who you don't want to see. Talk about who you do want to meet. Don't talk about what you don't want from work. Talk about what an ideal week would look like for you from work, or if you don't want to be at that job no more. Bring in the energy of what it would be to be working on your own and doing the things that you want to do. Those are the things you want to speak this week. Because we also have a Queen of Spades in Mercury, and Mercury is a card of communication. And it's also the card of mind. You want to make sure that you control your thoughts. And if your thoughts feel out of control, speak the things that you want to speak on. that you want to manifest. All right. And we got that Jack of Clubs over in Venus on this card. What is that telling us? That Jack of Clubs in Venus period. That's a that's an attraction card. So what that's telling me is that Jack of Clubs is one of those things where you get what you mentally attract, what you mentally call on. So whatever your mental deep desires are is what you're going to get, which is typical for most of the time, but really more pronounced now. See, oftentimes people say one thing, but mentally they really focus on something else. That thing you're mentally focused on is what's going to come your way. So be creative. This is the time for you to be super creative. This is a time for you to be super creative. And if it sounds unreasonable, if it sounds like you want something that's like, man, I can't get that. That's too much. Or double down on it. Because you also have a 7 of Spades in Jupiter. And Jupiter's that card of it. That's planet of expansion. You also want to watch out for overdoing things this week. If you're doing some shit and it ain't working, pause. That's what that 7 of Spades in Jupiter means. For those of you looking at the screen. That means work. And because the 7 of Spades is a very difficult card. If you know a 7 of Spades person, they're probably very difficult to work with. To deal with. One thing about that 7 of Spades, those are, that could be somebody that just, no matter what happens, they got something to say, something to do. What is 7 of Spades birthday? If you know somebody born January 7th, March 3rd, February 5th, or April 1st. April 1st is what? April Fool's Day. That's the card of 7 of Spades. April Fool's Day. That 7 of Spades to get you thinking one thing and then do something totally different. So that's something and with that card being in the line of Jupiter, that means it could be really big. It's expanded. Yeah, so yeah, if you're one of those people that's attached to a certain circumstance or to a certain thing, this might be a good week for you to take a break. Take a break from that thing that really got you like mentally fixated on something. The thing that got you mentally stuck, take a break. And get back at it next week. Got that 2 of Clubs in Saturn. That means what that's telling me is avoid arguments. Avoid arguments. Most arguments that you have this week will not be constructive. You're just going to be arguing to argue. You'll get your blood pressure up. They'll get their blood pressure up. And ain't neither of y'all going to resolve shit this week. That's the card of if you argue too much, if you spend too much time fighting, it can affect your health. You don't want your health affected. So if it's any kind of arguments that you have with somebody, this may be a week to where you just kind of going back and forth with somebody and it don't seem to get resolved. It ain't going to get resolved this week. 5 of Diamonds weeks are not good weeks to argue and to go back and forth. You're not going to get too much of a constructive result. I'm not saying do not deal with the situations that you're dealing with, but sometimes when it comes to communication, it comes down to when you say what you say. It's not always what you say, it's when you say what you say. And this isn't a good week to say certain things. All right? Lacey said it's confirmation. That's what's up. So yeah, get some tea and chill this week. Get some tea and chill. You also got that King of Clubs in Uranus. And who better than to talk about a King of Clubs than me, the King of Clubs? That's my card. That's why I talk to you niggas so smooth. I'm a King of Clubs. We are. But man, our biggest issue as a King of Clubs is our mind. God damn, my mind can get in my way. But my mind could also be the thing that made me go and do some shit that low-key looks ridiculous, but I pull that shit off because my mind said I could. With the King of Clubs being in the Uranus position, you're getting a lot of that power. You can expect success at the things that you focus on with that King of Clubs in your Uranus. You can expect success. Your intuition is very strong this week, so you got to follow your intuition. Intuitively, you may be being told something this week that intuitively you like, dang, do I really want to do that? Is that really what the move is? Intuitively, you've been told a certain move is a certain move to make, but you ain't sure because that move is different from your normal moves. If your intuition is telling you to make a move that's a little bit different, listen to it. Listen to it. You know, because it may feel unpredictable, but make sure you listen to it. Hunter Sabrina said this ain't the first time you heard the line chill. Yeah. This is a week where you have strong. You're very powerful mentally this week, and your mind can work out either really good or really bad. You also got the Jack of Diamonds over in Neptune. That Jack of Diamonds is a card again of the United States. For those of you who saw my reading of the United States, the Jack of Diamonds is a very deceptive card, like the United States. What do we hear from people when they immigrate to this country? When they came here, they thought it was one thing, but after living here for a couple of years, they find out this United States is something else. That's what that Jack of Diamonds is. So what that tells me is this: if you got something that's going on this week, and you feel like you're being sold, this isn't a good week to buy something emotionally. You do not make any emotional investments this week. You know, whether you buying a house, buying a car, or hell, buying anything, you want to make sure it's something that you want to buy. Because if it's something if you have something that's out there that someone's trying to sell to you, whether they're, or even a person in your life, a possible relationship with another person. If they're trying to sell you on it, and they're pandering to your emotions, this week is a week you just say pass. Go to sleep on it. Think about it. Don't invest monetarily or emotionally into something that's trying to buy you off your emotions. You can feel that emotional need this week. Make sure you chill. All right. Make sure you chill on that. While we're reading the cards, anyone in the chat room trolling, don't block them. Just time them out. We ain't, when we cracking jokes or something else like that, that's cool. But during the card reading, we here to just really talk about the week and really, this is an adult conversation. I'm already knowing that broadcasts like this will not get the biggest followings. I'm not here to do it for the followings. I'm here to do it for those who want the information. So if there's anyone in the chat room that's distracting from the information, much respect to you, but this ain't the week. This ain't the one. The mods will be timing you out. All right, this isn't the week for look at me in the chat room. This isn't I'm gonna say the week. This isn't the particular show for a look at me in the chat room, okay? I'm saying that with respect. This is not the look at me show in the chat room this week, all right? So that's what's going on in the Jack of Diamonds period in Neptune. Yeah, another thing that with that Jack of Diamonds in Neptune, again, that's someone's in the chat room said earlier, flood. Yeah, flood of emotions. Your emotions can be your emotions can get you to make an emotional decision. Either be with someone you're dealing with romantically or a purchase or whatever that you're going to regret. So don't make any don't buy anything emotionally this week, all right? Which leads to that 4 of Hearts in Pluto. That's the reason why. See, when I read cards, I like to read them in pairs. I read that Venus and Mars in pairs because that Venus kind of tells me what's setting up, and that Mars tells me what can go wrong. That Jupiter is a positive that can tell me what can be expanded. That Saturn can tell me what can kill that, what can be expanded or what can go wrong. You know, and so everybody get into the card. The Pluto and the result cards, those two sort of get read as a pair. So the Pluto card is when I'm reading someone's reading, that's telling me what's going on inside of them. And that result card tells me what the result can be based on the high vibration of what happens out of that Pluto or the low vibration. So in that Pluto card, you know, we're still dealing with emotions and stuff. This is a very emotional week, just when I'm reading about these cards. That 4 of Hearts is extremely emotional. But it can be stable because it's a 4. 4 is the number of stability. So if you have control of your emotions, because Pluto's also was down deep in your subconscious. Pluto is one of those things where, you know, that's what's down deep in that subconscious, really running the show. Pluto's also death and rebirth and transformation, the things you need to do to transform into what you want. So you want to watch out for that's still telling me that's a lot like that Jack of Diamonds. That 4 of Hearts and that Jack of Diamonds are very close as far as an emotional way. Like that 4 of Hearts, if you don't have stability, is a desire for stability, strong desire for stability. So if you guys are having an up and down week, this can be a tougher week to have that, because that 4 of Hearts and Pluto lets me know that that desire for stability is stronger than usual. And you just kind of want this, when you go through your emotional ups and downs this week, you just kind of want the shit to be done. That's what that 4 of Hearts and Pluto's about. Which was a 4 of Diamonds in your result. We had a 4 of Diamonds week last week. That 4 of Diamonds, a lot of the things that you were putting out into there into the universe last week, a lot of that stuff is going to come in, whatever it is, positive or negative, this week. That 4 of Diamonds represents, no matter what happens, no matter what emotional outbreaks go on in your Pluto card, that 4 of Diamonds basically guarantees a positive result for you. Now, you may go through some negative bullshit that hurts you a little bit. It may not feel good, but whatever the result of that is going to be something that's overall positive for you. Okay. Roger Wilco, I'll make sure I'll read you first when I get into reading the people. But right now we want to finish out reading these last these last couple cards. What's the Two of Spades is in the cosmic lesson. What does that mean for you this week? That is, let me see here. Let me, 1 second. Because that Two of Spades is one of those. Actually, didn't I already read the Two of Spades? Yeah, I think I read that already. But anyway, if I haven't, let me go ahead and read it. Let me see where's that Two of Spades. I don't think I have. With that Two of Spades, that's in your lesson. What that's telling me is make sure that you work on your partnerships. You know, that's a card of death and rebirth, but it's also the card of looking at just really analyzing your relationships with people. That Two of Spades means something that's someone that you've been tied to. You can somewhat feel a release from them now. If you're feeling a release of somebody you were tied to, follow that intuition. Follow that intuition. Follow that intuition. Don't make any long-term, again, at the same time, don't make any long-term plans with it. Just pay attention to that. Make your decision next week. But I wouldn't make the decision this week, but I would say follow it and pay attention and be aware of what it is. You got that Eight of Hearts in the Moon position. Let me see, that Eight of Hearts. The Eight of Hearts is that's that Playboy card. The Eight of Hearts is relationships and emotions. But Eight of Hearts is also, especially if Eight of Hearts is one of those cards of sex. And it could be a lot of fucking going on this week. All right, just watch who you fuck. Straight up, because you can have sex with somebody. If you have a one night stand, you end up with the right one this week. You might end up thinking it's more than a one night stand. You might be thinking I could marry her. Eight of Hearts is that passionate card. That card of lust. So again, if you notice, there's a relationship between the cards. Again, it's telling you to really watch what decisions that you make with who you with. Because it's a very passionate card. You can passionately fuck up. Again, like I said, you can passionately screw up this week. And your transformation card is a Six of Clubs. That means that's the card that you're looking forward to as far as your transformation, what your goals are for the week, where your goals should be for this week. And we're dealing with that Six of Clubs. That's mental responsibility, intuition. You want to be strong. That Six of Clubs is a card of mental responsibility, meaning you need to be responsible for your thoughts. And if you're responsible for your thoughts, your actions will follow suit. It's a card of personal responsibility, meaning be responsible for the things that you know you need to do. It's also the card of peace of mind. If you follow your intuition, if you chill on making emotional investments, if you chill on doing things that are emotionally irresponsible, you have a lot of peace of mind this week. All right. So in other words, do what you feel you need to do and have peace. Be at peace. Be at peace. Nothing comes from anxiety. Remember that. Sometimes we be dealing with shit, and then that anxiety that come through, and when that anxiety get on your ass, that anxiety bug could be a hard bug to shake. That can be a difficult bug to shake. So I want you to watch it. In the chat room, we got a request. December 7th, 1988. Jack of Clubs. Oh, and also you can get your personal readings from me. The mods will put it up in the chat room. BreakthroughAS.org. Book now. Because we can get real deep into these cards. And we can find what things look like for you. Personally. This is a general reading. And hopefully this generally helps you guys out. See, when I'm doing a reading for a week, or a year, or a month, or a day, or a 7-year spread, that's the energy of what's out there. And that's always going to be juxtaposed to the energy within you. All right? But from the super chat, I'll take super chats, but I prefer cash apps. And I'm only gonna do a few readings. I'm not gonna do a whole lot. I gotta talk to Kendall, the hypnotist. Salute to Kendall. I'm gonna interview her again pretty soon. We have a lot of y'all have been hitting her up. A lot of y'all been hitting Kendall up to get through some of your mental hangups, and I thank y'all for that. Because again, I don't take a dime from saying this, from saying this, that, she helped me out with a whole lot of things that I was working on mentally for a long time. We don't have a session of that. Me and Kendall, we got to catch up on some things. But last time we talked, she told me that you guys have been hitting her up, and I appreciate that, because that shows me that people are out there working their mental magic. People want to become mentally stronger. People want to get through what they got to get through to get to where they got to get to. You dig? And salute to Jayla, the self-esteem queen. Her candles smell as good as they look. Look at that. Them some good ass candles. I'm burning one right now. I'm burning that lavender sage. That lavender. She has a lot of scents that I like. My personal favorite from her is probably that lavender sage. Use my discount code WeedSmoke22 for 40% off. All of her candles are tax deductible. She goes to help people out. So get them and get those healed boxes too. Cause candle instant magic, that's some real shit. Hit up Jayla right now. Hit her up. But I had a request from the super chat from a Jack of Clubs. The Jack of Clubs, you're mentally inspiring. You inspire yourself through some of the things going on in your mind. What do I mean by that? Sometimes some of the things that you think of, you be like, damn, I thought of that. Yeah. That's a card of memory. You have a very strong gift of memory, and you have a lot of wealth stored within you. You're a natural teacher or writer. Whether it be teaching, writing, or speaking, that's where your gifts are as a Jack of Clubs. You have other gifts, but those are some of the gifts that stand out. The gift may stand out so well that you don't even notice it. Sometimes our gifts are so right in front of us that we just take them as normal things, and we end up doing something else. No. If you're a Jack of Clubs, you're a natural teacher, and you're very knowledgeable. Only thing is you got to watch out from giving away so much that you end up hurting yourself financially. You can spend a lot of time giving that you don't take care of yourself. Even though you can sometimes ignore yourself for the benefit of giving to other people, you always still seem to come back to having enough. You always still ultimately have enough. Ultimately, Roger. So you want to know that as a Jack of Clubs. You want to let me see here. Your birthday is December 7th. Let me go into your birthday and read the Sagittarius. Oh yeah, you're a Sagittarius. That's my moon sign. You want to make sure that you're the kind of person that you're original. You have a lot of original thoughts, but you be needing help from other people to help carry those thoughts out. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you have the original thought, but you be feeling you need to partner with people to really bring some of those thoughts to fruition. Make sure when you do partner with people, keep everything legitimate, everything above board. You can't, as a Jack of Clubs. See, the one thing about the Jacks in the Jack suite in general, that's the teenager of the royalty deck. A Jack is like, think of a Jack, whether it be Jack of Diamonds, Jack of Spades, Jack of Clubs, Jack of Hearts. A person that's a Jack, that's the person that's royal, but they're teenagers. They're mentally teenagers. They play. Jacks can play too much. Like the United States. The United States is a Jack of Diamonds. The United States is always playing. Look at this country. We like sports more than we like the real shit. You got to watch out for that. You want to make sure that don't let your playing get in the way. One thing I say about the Jack of Clubs is the Jack of Clubs is probably the most mature of the Jacks. But you can still find yourself kind of fucking around a little bit. Make sure you keep your shit legit. All right? And also, another thing about that Jack of Clubs is hella set in their opinions too. Very rigid. With you being the Sagittarius Jack of Clubs, that means, yeah, you can get very set. And to the point to where your thoughts can become hella negative and unproductive because you're so set in your ways. That's something you got to watch out for. That's something you have to watch out for. Don't allow you being set in your ways to get you messed up. All right. All right. So yeah. Let's see who else in the chat room. I can take. Let me see here. I will take. If anybody wants to call in, I wasn't going to do this because I got somewhere to go, but I will if y'all decide to call in 323-744-7425. I will take, if interested, 1 or 2 phone readings, maybe 1 or maybe 2. I will take. So if you are going to call in, make sure you call in now. I'm going to keep the phone lines open only for a couple minutes. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. What's up, Melanated Brown? Yeah. 323-744-7425. Again, I want to thank everybody that's been booking. I've been booked every week from people from this show, which I did not think would happen. I thought I would have to. I knew I would keep my regular bookings that I had from my other marketing that I do, but I never really merged this side of me with my YouTube performance show side of me, mostly out of fear. Like, what these people gonna think I'm fucking crazy. You know what I mean? These people gonna think I'm crazy. But I was reading my card deck, and my card deck told me I gotta get into marketing. I gotta. It was my cards literally told me that, hey, Dewan, you gotta do this. So I'm like, all right. If the cards are telling me I gotta do it, then shit, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Somebody called. Oh, they hung up. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Darian. I'm from Richmond, California, the Bay Area.
Oh, up in that Bay Area. Tell it where to go.
Yeah.
Tell it where to go. There you go. Dong, dong. Yeah. What's up? What's your birthday?
My birthday is May 29th, 1990.
Gemini.
Yes.
I'm partial to Geminis because Geminis are the greatest.
Yes.
And hell, people be talking about us, talking about something. Hey, man, you Geminis. Y'all got multiple personalities. Yep. And which one do you want?
Yeah. And we get along with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, we can get along with you. I can get along with you with multiple personalities, or I can knock your ass out with multiple personalities. Which one do you want? Do you want the mean me or the good me today? What you talking about? Yeah, 3 of clubs. See, as a 3 of club, you deal with a lot of uncertainty in your beliefs. That could be tough for you. You're very mental, but you bring in a lot of information, and you're really good at deciphering information. But at the same time, you could be uncertain on which way to move from time to time. That could be a challenge for you.
Yeah.
And challenge doesn't mean impossible. Challenge, again, I always say challenge means something for you to work through, because when you work through challenges, that makes you stronger in those areas. So just because you start out a certain way, don't mean you're gonna end that way. All right. Because here's the thing: you have a very strong mind, and whatever you apply your mind to, you're gonna get success out of that. The biggest issue is for you is oftentimes deciding what to apply it to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you probably
like I'm all over the place.
You be all over the place. Yep. You're a gifted writer, teacher if you want to be. You're good at performing too. But think about the 3 of clubs. You have the gifts of the creative type, the writers and the teachers. But you also got the gift of somebody. If you wanted to program a computer, you'd be really good at that too. You're also good at earthly, tangible things, along with mental, esoteric things. You got both things going for you. Your success is dependent on how well you organize. Like I said, the indecisiveness and your busy mind, that's the main thing that holds you back. Ain't nobody out there powerful to hold you back. Can't nobody stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do. The only thing that can stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do is your own confusion and your own fears. You gotta, those are challenges for you. You gotta push through those fears.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because it's about my consistency. So when I'm indecisive, it's hard for me to be consistent.
Yeah, because you're not sure which direction to go in. You're somebody who you want to really cultivate your spiritual side more, and really get in tune with your spirit. That's going to help you quiet down the voices in your head, because when you get in tune with who you are spiritually, and whatever what means you go about that is your business. I don't like to preach to people, but as you cultivate yourself spiritually, you'll know better and better and more sharply which voice to listen to, because you can have things kind of competing in your mind. But as you develop yourself more spiritually, you'll get more keyed in and keen in on who your highest voice is, the voice that's there for you. Because we all got the ego, we all got our higher self talking to us. We also got our egos talking to us, and the ego is there to fuck you up. You know what I mean? That's that voice that sound real good, but you end up doing some stuff that'd be like, why the fuck did I do that? That's the ego. Yeah, so you want to really get strong in that. And also, you have a 5 of diamonds in your Jupiter, which means honesty is very big for you. Some people can lie, and get away with it, you can't. So don't even try.
Yeah, I stopped trying a long time ago.
Yeah, you was trying. The people look at you like, man. Because I'm sure you see other people do it. You be like, let me try it. Nah, not for you, homie. I'm pretty sure you're restless and you're constantly moving, ain't you?
Yeah. I'm ready to move right now after I get off the phone with you.
Exactly. Yeah. Make sure but yeah, that's yeah, you can't have one of them jobs where you tied to a desk. Hell nah. You will harm yourself if you lock down like that. You got to be moving. Yeah. So yeah, those are things that you got to look out for, man. So does that sound pretty accurate?
Yes, that does. Thank you. I'm gonna work on that. I've been starting to meditate. I've been doing it, but like I said, I've been inconsistent. But now hearing it from you, I'm gonna really focus in on it.
And
so,
also go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was done. I was saying thank you. Go ahead.
And also know that the card we were reading this week, that 5 of diamonds, that's in your Jupiter. I still got the other person spread up. My bad. I thought I had yours up. But in your spread, that 5 of diamonds is in your Jupiter that we talked about this week. So again, that's mental. Mm-hmm. So whatever you mentally are fixated on is going to expand. So watch your mental and make sure your mental's in check. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, I had someone else call in. Call back. Whoever it was calling in. Yeah, all of us, we all have 13 cards in our suite. And all of the cards play different roles in our lives. His cosmic lessons are King of Clubs. That's telling me that he's gonna have to that when he gets his stuff right in order mentally, he could become a master teacher at whatever it is he dedicates himself to. That cosmic moon. Oh yeah, that brother. Oh yeah. See that three of clubs, man. If you call him, man, book a reading, brother, man. Shit, because you got a lot going on in your spread. This is a very dynamic spread, filled with a lot of odd cards. See, odd numbers indicate struggle, but odd numbers also, those struggle also indicates major success. 3 is odd, the 9 is odd, 7 is odd, 5, the queen is even, the jack is an odd. It's a lot of odds in there. The king is odd, the jack is odd, but the results and the transformations are even. So that brother has a lot going for him. That even though there's a fair amount of struggle within his deck, within his suite, that's a lot. That means there's a lot of opportunities for major wins and major rewards. Yeah. Watch out for that ego. Dr. Sinister, you said you want to call in with Quan together. Y'all fools. Hey, give me both of y'all birthdays. I can read y'all composite relationship if y'all want me to. But yeah, I had a few people call and call back. Call back in. Oh, I got a cash app. Hold on. I just got a cash app. Let me read this. Don't call in yet. Do not call in yet. Do not call in yet. I just got a cash app. Oh, I got a cash app. Let me see it. No. Come on now. Let me see. 4. This little young motherfucker called a cash at me. 2,000. Okay. Got a 22-year-old listening. You are a 4 of spades. Let's read this. Let me just read this Cash App. Let me read this Cash App. That person is a 4 of spades. Okay. Okay. Let's read you. I'm always interested in spades people. Let me see here. Okay, 4 spades. That's a person that you have a lot of soul work. You have a lot of work to do on your soul. Because spades is a very spiritual suite. So 4 spades have a lot of internal work to do. And as you work on yourself, you're going to start seeing the world around you expand. You got that 10 of hearts and Mercury, meaning you speak from a very emotional space. You got to control how you speak and how you deliver messages to people as a 4 of spades person with that 4 of hearts in your Mercury. All right. You got a lot of even cards, so you don't, for the most part, you don't deal with too much struggle, but when you do deal with struggle, it's pretty big. Your transformation is a 5 of diamonds. That's the card of the week. Meaning, as a 4 of spades person, this is a good week for you to really work on those internal goals that you've been working on and gifts. You want to make sure you do that as a 5 of diamonds, as a 4 of spades person, especially in the 5 of diamonds week, with you being a 5 of diamonds in your transformation. Your Pluto is at 3 of clubs, so what that tells me is subconsciously, down deep inside of you, you're dealing with what I was dealing with the last caller. That was their sun card. That's who they are up front. That 3 of clubs is who you are down deep inside of you, the person that you don't show the rest of the world. In your private moments, in your quiet moments. You gotta be real with yourself, in your quiet moments. For that four of spades, especially April 4th, you're a go-getter. You are the people, you already know what you want. Some people are confused on what they want. You as a 4 of spades, you know what you want. You just gotta get up there and get it. So yeah. I hope that worked out for you. I got another Cash App from Zig Zigga. Let me see. Well, your birthday is May 24th. Let's see what May 24th talking about. Oh, 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs. Let me put your spread up here on the Summer Jam screen. 8 of clubs. Your lesson is a 3. That's it, man. It'd be funny with these cards, man. It's like it'd be like this when I do personal reading. Sometimes you just see a theme. You'll be reading one thing, and then you'll sort of see that same card sort of appear. It's funny like that. That's just funny. Here comes that 3 of clubs again. That 3 of clubs is your lesson. That 3 of clubs is your lesson. Let me see here. What does that mean? What does that mean for you? With it being in that lesson position, those are people that will end that 3 of clubs is something that you can look towards for inspiration. People who are 3 of clubs, as an 8 of clubs, 3 of clubs people are people that you tend to be attracted to. That's because when someone is your lesson card, they're sort of living the life, and through how they live their lives is a way that it's somewhat of an example in different areas for you to live your life. I'm not saying that person is a total example to you on how to live your life, but they have certain things that they're going through that you're going to be going through, and you kind of inherently feel that you're going to go through. So you can learn a lesson from that. And that's another thing I look at when I look at the cosmic, when I look at that cosmic lesson, when I'm looking at people who are in relationships. If I read someone and their card, the person that they're in relationship, whether it be a friendship, romantic relationship, co-worker, if I see that person's sun card is your lesson, that's telling me that person offering you something that you need to learn about yourself. They're a mirror to you. But as an 8 of clubs, success comes easily to you. One thing about that is you can get very fixated on what you want. You can read a situation real quick. And you know how, as an 8 of clubs, when you read a situation, you know how to move on from that situation fast. Like, you'll walk into a situation as an 8 of clubs and be like, oh, hell nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. And you'll get the fuck up on out of there real fast. That's that intuition working for you. Make sure you follow that. That's also a very, because you have that 10 of diamonds in Jupiter, it's also a big money card. The things that you can make a lot of money on your ideas. The biggest hang up for you is going to be will you have the confidence to push through with it. You got to make sure that you have the confidence to push through with your big ideas. All right? You have a natural business sense. You're ambitious, and your ambition serves you well. The biggest thing for you as an 8 of clubs is you can get caught up in the bullshit, majoring in the minors. You'll allow a fight with somebody else to knock you off your goal. Don't let that happen. If you got something that you want to get done and somebody else says you can't do it, as an 8 of clubs, you can tend to want to do it yourself and prove them wrong. You got to remember, it's not about proving other people wrong. It's about you proving yourself right. You want to make sure that you prove yourself right. And you focus, 8 of clubs. All right. Okay, I got two. I got a super chat and I have a Cash App to read. I'm gonna get to you both. I'm going to get to my Cash App, Mac 10 first, then I'll get to you, Goddess, second, in the super chat. But I'm gonna finish off reading out this 8 of clubs. You want to make sure that you want to find balance between your rigid ideas and your principles and your relationships. Don't let your ideals and principles harm good, strong relationships. All right? You want to make sure that you keep your relationships, the internal fears you have can result in power struggles. Again, that goes in that fixated nature you have as an 8 of clubs. You get thrown off track by fighting with other people. Don't fight with other people. If somebody say you can't do something, fuck them. Don't fight with them. Just focus harder on what you're doing. 8 of clubs, you have to stay focused on on your creations. Don't let other people, don't let detractors, don't let people who aren't you get you off your square, bruh. Or sis, I don't know. I don't want to misgender nobody. Yeah. I'm going to read. All right, cool. I've gotten a few more Cash Apps since then. Let me read. Look, I know I said let me read the super chat first, and then I'm going to get to my Cash App. I prefer you guys Cash App me because I can keep it lined up. These super chats kind of move. But I'm going to read the super chat before it scrolls out my way. Then I'll get to the 3 people who Cash App me. All right. All right. So thank y'all for being patient. All right. Next up, we have, and again, these are just mini readings. I'm not going to get too detailed because in cards, I can go all day reading people. I'm just going to hit on the things that I feel intuitively are hitting me the most about your card. Oh, you're a 9 of diamonds. Again, 9 of diamonds that's been a theme today. There's been a fair amount of 9 of diamonds in these spreads I've been reading today. 9 of diamonds. And that 9 of diamonds is in Gemini too? Okay. And 9 of diamonds. Let me see here. That 9 of diamonds can often be misunderstood. I'm sure you deal with frustration sometimes from being misunderstood. Like you have a very clear notion of what you want to get done. With people around you can sometimes look at you like, what's her problem? Why are they doing it like this? That's because you know what you want. You're also very, you could be hella generous or you could be hella selfish. It depends on who you dealing with as a 9 of diamonds. You could be some people probably gonna say you're the most generous person that they've ever dealt with, or they're gonna be like, you the most selfish, cheap person I've ever been around. That's how people gonna talk about you. You don't have too much of a middle ground. You hot and cold. It's a lot of, as a 9 of diamonds, you have a lot of obstacles though. Very obstacles. You may have started out as giving, but a lot of the obstacles and shit that you've dealt with throughout your life can turn you into somebody that's like hella selfish and like, man, get out of my way. If that's happened to you, don't feel bad or feel like you're a bad person. That's just you playing out your card. You also had that King of Clubs in your Mars. Us King of Clubs people, we could be stubborn and self-righteous like a motherfucker. So with King of Clubs being in Mars, you got to watch out for being self-righteous. You don't let your self-righteousness get you in the way. Another thing about 9 diamonds is you ain't weak. If I run across, if you ever meet a 9 of diamonds, these are some very strong people. Don't fuck with a 9 of diamonds. If you don't like a person that's a 9 of diamonds, just go your own separate way. Don't get into confrontation with these people. They're very strong. You're not gonna mentally beat a 9 of diamonds down. They done dealt with enough. As a 9 of diamonds, you done dealt with so much. Can't nobody mess with you. Can't nobody get you off your shit. You dealt with so much shit that you like, you know what? Please. They be dealing. Matter of fact, you try to mess with a 9 of diamonds person, you gonna give more hell than you gonna give. So don't fuck with them. Yeah, so just understand that whatever you have to deal with leading to this point in life, you just got to go through it. The 9 of diamonds is also slated for success. If you stay focused on your mission, you will have success at it. Your troubles don't define you. You define your struggles. Remember that. Don't let your struggles define you. As long as you learn from your struggles and keep pushing forward, you will have success. It's like and as a 9 of diamonds woman, 9 of diamonds women usually have more to deal with than Nine of Diamonds men. Usually. But again, your struggle doesn't define you. And you also can be fairly nervous as the Nine of Diamonds. Know that them nerves are natural, but you got to fight through them, okay? Hopefully that helped. Now we are in the cash apps. Next up I had, let me see here. Did I do that person? Let me put in that birthday first before. I appreciate that, Maxine. Now, okay, now we got our brother Ricky. King of Hearts. That's a King of Hearts. That King of Hearts. Let me pull your spread up. Okay, there we go. You are a King of Hearts. Very mature brother. Very mature. Can be a heartbreaker with the ladies. Watch out for that. Watch out what you tell the women, man. Watch out what you tell the ladies. You could be hard to understand, you know? You kind of know what it is. You see what it is. But other people can be confused. Because you can sort of come off as a person as a King of Hearts. You can come off as somebody that's not powerful. You can come off as somebody who's just kind of like la da 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 da. But in truth is you're an extremely powerful person. And when you decide to lay the hammer down, that hammer comes down. So a lot of people can get you. King of Hearts is one of those cards where I'm pretty sure you said a few times in your life, man, they must got me fucked up. The King of Hearts is one of those cards where, yeah, people can get you messed up. Like they can be wrong. And they think one thing, and then you be like, who this person think I am? And then you lay the hammer down and they find out real quick. Hey, moderators, can we please put our brother Amir on timeout? I don't feel like dealing with this today. Amir, you're loyal to the chat room, man. We got love for you, brother, but it's a little too this early in the morning to be drinking like that. I understand when you're on a late night tip and you drunk, but brother, it's midday. Chill, brother, chill. Just calm down. We love you, but we're gonna have Quan put you on timeout for a little bit. I'm checking the chat room. And I don't want that nonsense in the chat room right now. Anyway, back to the King of Hearts. You are, as a King of Hearts, people come to you. Watch the relationships in your life, especially if you run across people who are Four of Clubs. Four of Clubs people can be confrontational to you, but they could also be blessings to you too. Watch who you interact with. All right. With that 10 of Hearts in your result, relationships. Pay attention to your relationships. All right. Relationships are big for you. Don't let, at the same time as the 10 of Hearts, that's a card that in your result, that when in a relationship with somebody, watch out for sexually promiscuous behavior. Don't let being promiscuous break up a solid relationship with a good woman. Yet at the same time, if a woman is dealing with you, she gonna have to know that you're a committed brother. But hey, sometimes. You know what I mean when I say sometimes. See, every relationship for people out there, this is a larger lesson. When people say everybody should be in a committed relationship, everybody should this, everybody should that, that's not true. Everybody ain't everything. I know if I'm dealing with a person that's a king of diamonds, and you see this brother is a king of diamonds and is Mercury. That means communication. But also communication through sexual nature. I'm not giving excuses, but if you're somebody who has a king of diamonds in their sun card, or a king of diamonds in their Mars, or a 10 of hearts in their sun card, you're dealing with people who got to get it in sexually, and one person ain't gonna always be enough. So when I'm doing a relationship reading and I see somebody getting in a relationship with a king of diamonds or a 10 of hearts, I'm telling you right now, you're dealing with somebody who, if you with somebody who needs that person to be exclusively for you, then I'm not saying it can't happen. It most definitely can, depending on the vibration that individual's living out. But overall, when you're dealing with these people, they gon' get it in. They gonna get around. I see you laughing. I appreciate that, goddess, for the for the reading. But yeah, so that's something that you got to watch out for. But don't, at the same time, don't let that control you. You be in control of it. Don't let it control you. I'm pretty sure you're very talented musically, or in acting, or anything that the music or acting wise, creatively, you got that in you, especially as a Leo, king of hearts. And whatever it is that you do, you're a pretty good leader at it. Once you learn something, you're a good person to follow. If you ever run across a king of hearts person, and you're out there, you meet somebody and they're a king of hearts, whatever it is that they're dedicated to, whatever it is that they do, they're good people to follow in that endeavor. They're gonna live a good example of whatever they're good at doing. You also have the ability to commercialize your talent as a king of hearts. As a king of hearts, you can, like, whatever it is that you do well, that you do good, you're pretty good at flipping that into making some money off of it, if you ever focused on it. And you'll succeed too. You'll be very successful at that thing. So make sure that you that whatever it is that you focus on, you have strong focus, because you will be successful at that. You definitely will be successful. Hopefully that helps. But when it comes to the ladies, bruh, just be upfront with it. Be square, be 100. Because however you live your life, you can live your life however you want to live your life. The big thing is just having that upfront, this is what it is kind of conversation. All right. Make sure you have that. Next up, DeAndre. Beginning of Gemini season. 5/21/95. Dang, y'all be making me feel old sometime. Your birthday was like 2 or 3 weeks before my 8th grade graduation. I remember graduating 8th grade from Overripe Middle School, Los Angeles, California. Anytime I hear 1995, that's the end of middle school, beginning of high school for me. 95 was a fun year. It was a very fun year. And you, my friend, are a jack of Clubs. Watch how you talk, meaning you can. That Jack of Clubs is. Let me see here. You're very. The one word that can describe you is you're very intelligent, and you speak intelligently, and you're the kind of person that you say wise things. Again, this is my second Jack of Clubs reading, and as y'all see, I can read two different people with the same card and have two totally separate readings. Because although you may be the same card, you're gonna have general things that are about you. But it's my intuition that lets me read into what helps me home more into who you are. You want to make sure that you can manifest the things that you want, again, based on how you speak and how you speak about yourself. You got to really guard what you say as a club. You have to really guard what you say. And you're on that Taurus Gemini kind of border, which means that you live good and you spend good. You're probably the life of the party. Don't let your entertainment spend you into debt. That's what you got to watch out for. You got to watch out into being so much of the life of the party, so much of the entertainment that you spend your money, you spend yourself into a hole being the life of the party. Watch out for that. You're very fast moving. You kind of move it in and kind of get it in real fast. You're also very, you're very youthful too. As a Taurus / Gemini, you're extremely youthful. You didn't mature as fast as a lot of people around you. Your friends, when they got into that grown man shit, you more so still wanted to play for a long time. You stay up late. And you also have a fair amount of people that admire you and like you. You life of the party. Just make sure you stay focused as a life of the party. All right. What's up, Ben Frank in the chat room? So, you have that 9 of diamonds in your Mercury, yeah, and you have that Jack of diamonds in your Saturn. Meaning, was that telling me that Jack of diamonds in Saturn? That's telling me that you need, if you play too hard, that can come back and really kick you in your ass. Saturn is that card of justice. But you also have a King of Clubs in Jupiter. Another staple of the King of Clubs, the King of Clubs gets what we want. When you're a King of Clubs, you get what you want. Meaning you can get what you want on a very grand scale. But you got to be very focused on what that is. You've been a Jack of Clubs. You're somebody that can kind of jump around. And you can sometimes want some immature things. Meaning you want some things that really ain't going to do nothing for you. Watch out for that. Make sure the things that you want are things that are really going to be constructive for you. Things that are really going to be something that you love, that you like. Because that King of Clubs means you get what you want. And with that being aligned in Jupiter, that means you'll get what you want on a very large level. So that's something you want to watch out for. End result is the Queen of Hearts. The 8 of Hearts. Yeah. That means you got to watch out and guard your emotions. Your emotions. I say emotionals. Your emotions. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. And don't let your emotions make you make decisions that you ultimately will regret and don't want out of life. Guard your wants. Guard what you attract. Be very guardful of your mind. Guard your mind. It's very big for you, okay? And for the final reading of the day, thank you for everybody who submitted a Cash App. You are a 7 of Spades. Yeah, that's a lot of a 7 of Spades, boy. It's a lot of work. And you got that King of Clubs in your Venus. And you got that 4 of Diamonds. See, I started to see it's a certain rhythm to these cards. Your Cosmic Moon is a 10 of Clubs, meaning deep down inside of you, there's a musician waiting to come out. There's a poet. Or either that, or you might be attracted to somebody who's a musician or a poet or a music producer. Somebody who uses art to express themselves. With that moon and that cosmic lessons, yeah, you're attracted to people. I'm pretty sure you've had, with that Queen of Hearts, you've been attracted to people who are very passionate, people who are very emotional whirlwind. You might get people in your relationships who are emotional whirlwinds and send you through emotional whirlwinds. You're somebody that can handle that, but you may not want to handle that. You want to make sure that you find peace in your peace is going to come from knowing your highest self. With them spades is a very spiritual card. Oh, that was an accurate reading, DeAndre? For sure. Spades is very spiritual. So you want to make sure that you master your spiritual, and you're a 7-2, that's a spiritual card. There's also a lot of struggle in that. It's like, a lot of your struggle is going to be pushing you into your spirituality. You deal with a lot of material and physical and financial troubles as a 7 of Spades. Your finances could be all over the place sometimes. And that could be very stressful for you as a 7 of Spades. Just understand that that's an experience that you were born into. And it's going to be through connection of your intuition, through connection of your highest self, through connection of knowing who you are at the highest level, that you're going to solve these issues. You're one of those people who let me see here. Let me go a little deeper, because that 7 of Spades. Yeah, I'm reading 3/3/1982. That 7 of Spades is it's a lot that you can deal with. It's a lot that you do deal with. And with the 7 of Spades in Pisces, watch out for being scattered. All right? Watch out for being scattered. Being scattered can get the best of you. You want to, but it's also a very big challenge for you, is being scattered. That's a challenge for you to overcome. And when you overcome that scatteredness, you can become very successful, especially in the business world. You have hella inventive powers. You can create shit out of nowhere. If something doesn't exist that you need, you have the power to bring it into existence. You don't like seeing people. You're the kind of person that you don't really like seeing people get like locked up and thrown away and forgotten about. People who are locked up in prison or in prison, you sort of have a heart for that. for those people. You have a heart for those people. And you feel as if there's something that you can offer because you relate to them. Not that you've ever been in prison or like that, but you can relate to the struggle that they've gone through and that they're going through. I'm hitting it on the head for sure. Yeah, you those things, you have a heart. And a lot of that heart is born through a lot of your personal struggles and experiences. You know that, hell, you were just one mistake away from that experience hitting you on the head. And so you have a heart for that. But you have a lot of, always know that with your struggle, there's a lot there for you to gain out of that struggle. You're not, put it like this, and this is for everybody that's out there struggling. You're not here on life just to struggle. Your struggle means there's something for you to get out of it. Pay attention to, and if you're struggling with the same things over and over and over again, that's something for you to focus on. And see what that lesson is. Because if it's a thing, that means you need to learn, you need to fix that. You got that King of Clubs in Venus, meaning that you have the mental power to overcome anything that you're going through. Apply that power to what you do in business also. And expect positive results. That's what that King of Clubs means. See, if you apply yourself, but you don't expect positive results, you're not going to get them. You have to, whatever you apply yourself to, you have to literally expect powerful results. You'll get them. Oh, you say you're a bondsman? You're a bondsman? Yeah, see, I knew you was dealing with something with the people in the prison industry. That's why you're a bondsman. Because you relate to the struggle people go through that get locked up. You understand that every person locked up in jail ain't a criminal. Now, some are. But you know that they're deeper than that. Y'all see how accurate these cards are? Y'all see how accurate these cards are? I just read intuitively, I'm like, okay, this brother relates to people in prison. I didn't know that he was a bail bondsman. I don't know. I didn't ask. That's just what the cards told me. DeAndre, he said I was dead on the money with yours too. Yeah, these cards ain't no joke. Remember. Oh yeah, thank you, Deep Impressions. Leave a comment on the video after the video's over with. I appreciate you, Deep Impressions, for always reminding people to do that. I'll be forgetting to tell y'all that. So, yeah, hopefully these readings I got one more Cash App. I'm gonna go ahead and read this. I'm definitely gonna keep your name private, brother. I'm not gonna say who you are, but I understand everybody don't want to know. So I just got one last Cash App. I'm gonna go ahead and read this Cash App. 1999. 9 of diamonds. Man, that's how I be when I read these cards. You see, I've been having this theme. 9 of diamonds have been a theme today. 9 of diamonds has been a theme today. Let's read this 9 of diamonds. Let me see here. Let's read this 9 of diamonds. And yes, I will keep your identity concealed because you asked me to. I don't believe in doing anything people don't want me to do. Again, you're dealing with either a very generous or very selfish person. You're dealing with somebody as a 9 of diamonds. Your experiences in life have led you down either path. I don't know which path you are, Or you may, a matter of fact, you may not be all the way on one or the other. But to some people, you're hella generous. To some people, you're hella stingy. And they don't like it. And you don't give a damn. That's another thing about it. They may not like it, but you don't give a fuck. Your biggest challenge is letting go, man. As a 9 of diamonds, you got to learn how to let go. Holding on to things of the past will keep you stuck in the past. Because the biggest thing for the 9 of diamonds is to get in the flow. You can't get into the flow of life if you're stuck on the burdens of the past. You got to let go. Let me say that one more time. Let go. The past can't change anything. Now you can learn from the past. You can look at the past as an experience to caution yourself moving forward on other things. But in the meantime, you got to let go. Because all of your blessings, all of the things good for you, all of the things great for you, they're in you being in a flow state. When you get in the flow, when you get in the pocket, you're going to start to see things come to you. You're going to attract the things that you want and need and desire out of life. But that only comes when you let it go. And you're a Leo, 9 of diamonds. That means you be very positive, but you're also very direct. People, you don't mince your words with people. If you ain't fucking with somebody, they're going to know. Either through your words or your actions. You ain't gonna play with people. You have a lot of pride in your family. But you might have some trouble with your in-laws. Like your immediate family, y'all good. But some of your in-laws, I'm sure you got some in-laws that don't like you. Or you don't like them. And you don't fuck with them. But at the same time, you're a very good host, a very good entertainer. You're somebody who, if you throw a fight party, you want the fight party to be at your house. And everybody wants the fight party to be at your house because you're a good host. I mean, people like, whenever you do decide to open your home or open up to people and run some things, you attract people. People like being around you. Yeah, you could be a little bit dictatorial to the people that are close to you. You watch out for your dictatorship, all right? Watch out. That when you're not at your best, when your ego's involved, you can start dictating to people, and they're gonna look at you like, who the fuck you think you are? Because you feel like a king, and you are. But also know that other people aren't, just because you're a king don't mean the people around you are peasants. So that's something you want to watch out for. All right. So yeah. Hopefully these readings have been helpful to y'all. I got to get going in a second because I got some other things to do. But again, this is a 5 of diamonds week. Take from it and make this week and the best you can make it. I'm probably gonna go live with y'all pretty soon again because there's some things I want to talk about that's going on in the media that I want to talk about. So I think I might do that either on a late night Q&A tonight or sometimes tomorrow or sometime tomorrow. I don't know yet. But you want to make sure that you go ahead and listen in. Get your readings at breakthroughas.org. For your personal readings. And make sure this week, it's been a 5 of diamonds week, focus on substance, not materials. Focus on the substance of things that you want out of this week. the things that you want substantively. This isn't the week for materialism. This is the week for substance. All right? And remember this. There are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up the game. I want to thank y'all again. Thank everybody in the chat room. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. For Levi, Serena, Amir. Salute to you, Amir. I know you've been a little drunk today, but still big love to you. Amar Woods, Deep Impressions, Ben Frank, Ricky Thomas. Did I say Ricky Thomas? Lord. You know the man. You know what I meant. Ricky Francis. Goddess, thank y'all for joining. Quan, everybody in the chat room, butter love. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. And watch Craig Facts today.